Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. This is your science teacher, Mrs. Madiha Ashraf. Welcome to all of you in General Science class. Let's recap our previous topic, that was water pollution. How much water is present in ocean? That is 97% in ocean. And how much it is found as fresh water? Only 3% of water on our earth is found as fresh water, that is 2% in polar ice cap and 1% in the form of lakes, water vapors, ground water, lakes and rivers. What are the sources of water? Sources of water are rainwater, lakes, river, groundwater, spring water. Students, you know, rainwater is the purest form of water. Then how rainwater become polluted? When rain come in contact with the atmosphere, it dissolves the gases which are present in the atmosphere and suspended particles as pollutant in the atmosphere. These added up or dissolved in the rainwater, and that's how the rainwater become polluted. What is water pollution? How we can define the water pollution? Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies, for example, lakes, rivers, ocean, aquifers, and groundwater, with undesirable and harmful substances which make it unfit for the use or change the quality of water, is named as water pollution. Water pollutants can be in two forms. These are dissolved or suspended form. Can you name the water pollutants? Yes, these are household waste that may include soap, oil, fats, fertilizers, minerals, animal waste, chemicals that comes from the industrial or factory waste, heavy metals, and the organic matter such as plants and animals. What are the parameters which tell us the quality of water? How we can check the quality of water? Whether this water is fit for the domestic usage or not? We have to see the following. These are: number 1, color; number 2, taste; number 3, odor; and number 4 is the pH. The clean water should be colorless, it should be tasteless, should have no taste, and it should do not have any smell or some odor in it, and its pH is in a range of 7.5 to 8. So this is how we can check the quality of water. Our today's topic is cleaning of water. Clean water is a basic need of humans, but unfortunately, clean water is not available in many parts of the world. So people use the dirty water to fulfill their needs. This leads to various health problems and waterborne diseases. These are cholera, typhoid, and jaundice. See in this picture, the child is taking dirty water for its use. We can't let this child and many like him to drink the dirty water. That could cause a deadly illness. So how do we clean water? The wastewater can be cleaned by some ways. How? Like in our daily life, we plant the filter plants in our kitchen. Some people use boiling the water, and alums were also used in the past to purify the water. The water should be cleaned so that it can be fit for the drinking purpose, and free from the impurities, organic matter, and disease-causing or pathogenic bacteria. So another type of the cleaning of water is named as a sewage treatment. What is the word sewage mean? Sewage is the waste water that is released by homes, industries, or factories. Sewage is the liquid waste. It may contain dissolved or suspended impurities, which are also called contaminants. In most of the countries, sewage is treated to remove contaminants before it passes into the water cycle or before it thrown into the river. Sewage water is treated in a way that can remove the contaminants or harmful substances before it passes into the river or enters to the water cycle, so that its color, its taste, its odor, and pathogenic bacteria can be removed. Well, you must have seen these manholes on roads or in your building. What are they used for? There is a huge transport system that carries the sewage, and there are many small pipes that collect sewage from origin to point of disposal. What do you think is a point of disposal of sewage? Where it goes? It is the waste water treatment plant. Sewage goes where? It goes to the waste water treatment plant, where it is collected and then cleaned. Let's see the water treatment plant. In a water treatment plant, sewage water is collected and then cleaned. So that's why whenever you passed near to the water treatment plant, it gives the bad odor. Sewage treatment includes these 4 steps. These are: number 1, filtering or screening. Number 2 is the sedimentation. Number 3 is the digestion. And number 4 is the filtering or filtration. And there is a simple flowsheet diagram representing the treatment of sewage. Untreated sewage is passed through the screening process, number 1, and then it goes to the grid tank. From grid tank, it moves next settling tank. From settling tank, it moves to the aeration tank, and from it goes to the filter bed, and at the end the effluent is taken out from here. Now we will see all the stages one by one. Step number 1 is the screening and filtering stage. You can see in this picture what is showing here, that the objects can not pass through it and hence stopped. So the incoming wastewater passes through screening equipment, where big objects such as rags, wood fragments, plastic and grease are removed. Then this water is passed into the next step, that is the grit removal. In this step, heavy but fine material such as sand, grit, and gravel is allowed to settle down and remove from the wastewater. Then this material is disposed of in a landfill. The solid waste is settled down at the bottom of the tank and then shifted to another tank and decomposed by the decomposer, that is named as sludge. The solid waste which settled at the bottom of the tank is named as sludge. Why some of the solid substances settled at the bottom? This is due to the gravity. They being heavier, they settled at the bottom. So the sewage containing the heavy material, these are settled at the base and then they are decomposed by the decomposer and shifted to another tank. That is number 3, primary settling or sedimentation process. The material which will settle but at a slower rate than in the second stage is taken out using large circular tanks. These are named as clarifers. The settled material called primary sludge is pumped off the bottom. Floating debris such as grease is skimmed off from the top and then sent with the settled material to digester. In this step, chemicals are also added to remove the phosphorus. So the process produced biogas, which is further used as a fuel. You can see here this process where anaerobic digester bacteria decompose the organic waste and at the end it is converted into the biogas which is used as a fuel. Stage 4 of sewage treatment is the aeration or activated sludge. In this step, air is passed into the clarified water. This air helps the aerobic bacteria to grow. They use the oxygen to grow. These bacteria eat up all the waste such as urine that is still there. So this process is also known as digestion. The wastewater receives most of its treatment here. After many hours, the microbes settle bottom of the tank called activated sludge and that have now 97% water. Activated sludge, the water is removed by passing it through the sandbags or machines, and the dry sludge you can see here which is used as a manure. Filtering process is the last stage. The liquid is sprinkled on stones covered with microorganisms which feed on remaining waste. The effluent produced is pumped into river or seas. After passing all through these processes, is this water safe now? Yes, but still this has some low level organic matter in it. This water is then discharged into the water bodies like seas or river because now it has low level of organic matter in it now. Now the sewage water is thrown or discharged into the seas or rivers after passing through the water treatment. This is how the water is cleaned. Sewage water is treated and then this water is thrown into the water bodies like seas or rivers. Let's recap. What did we learn? Wastewater. Where it is generated, where it is formed? It is generated in homes, agriculture and industries and it is named as sewage. Wastewater is named as sewage. Sewage is the liquid form and it contains suspended or dissolved pollutants in it. This sewage is treated in A sewage treatment plant. During sewage treatment plant, it reduces the pollutants to the lower level. Then it can be thrown or discharged into the river, lakes or oceans. So this is what we have done. We have cleaned the water from this to this. From color water to colorless. It was having some dissolved and undissolved or suspended pollutants which are removed by passing through the process of wastewater treatment. This is the time to solve the test yourself of page number 78. Question number 1. In our environment, where is most of the water and least of the water? That is 97% in ocean and 3% as fresh water, 2% in polar ice cap and 1% in lakes. What is water cycle? In this, you have to describe the process and its stages also. Water never leaves the earth. It is constantly in move, being cycled through atmosphere, ocean and land. This process is known as water cycle. And how many stages? It have the 5 stages: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, transpiration and runoff. Question number 3. Which part involve condensation and evaporation during water cycle? During water cycle, we have seen the condensation when the clouds are formed, and evaporation. This process takes place when the sea water turns to the water vapors. What are aquifers? These are the underground porous rocks. Name a chemical pollutant that rain pick up from the atmosphere. Name a chemical. That may be sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide. Name the 2 pollutants of water as it flows from land to the sea. There are a lot of pollutants you can name by yourself. Question number 7. How sand and silt get into water from land development during a process that is named as runoff. So it runs off from the surface from that land development area and get into the water. These are the hints you have to describe, or you can describe in your own words. Question number 8. Describe the difference between water pollution in urban and rural areas. These are marked here: urban areas and rural areas. In urban areas, water is polluted mostly by sewage from homes, industrial waste, and the chemicals from factories. While in the rural areas, water is polluted mostly by the sewage from homes, animal waste from farms, fertilizers, and organic matter. So this is the difference between urban area and rural area water pollution. Now we will see the test yourself of page number 79. Question number 1 is, what is raw water? Raw water is a term used for untreated water, or before the water treatment, the water is named as raw water. What is effluent? Effluent word is used for the waste water that flows out of factories or industries. How can we assess the health of a river? How we can assess? We can assess the health of a river. It is free if it is free from pollutants, so that the aquatic life do not disturb, and number of plants and animal species survive in it. So we can say, by knowing the number of plants and animals or animal species that is living in it. Why sewage is treated before it passes into the river? This is the question that you have to solve by yourself, or that you have to answer by yourself. So the assignment at the end of this lesson is number 1. You have to draw the diagram of sewage water treatment that we have discussed, and this is also given in your textbook. You have to practice the diagram of sewage water treatment, and second task is you have to solve or answer the question. Answer of this question is hidden inside the lecture. So you have to listen your lecture carefully and then you have to submit your work. This is the end of our today's lesson. Thank you, student. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.